everybody. Good morning. We are live. It is office hours. Doug, give me something with energy. That really... Yeah! Okay. Hey, we are live. We're live on YouTube. If you're listening at home, it's the podcast version of the show. Yeah! Welcome to Glendale, California, where it is beautiful morning here, honestly. We're having wonderful weather for the moment. It is Thursday, September 3rd. Wes, I'm very loud in my my voice is very loud.
Perfect.
But
drops could be a little louder.
Yeah, pump up those drops.
Come on now, guys.
Come on.
Come on. This is a big day. This is...
There we go.
Our first ever. Our first ever. Our first ever award show. It's exciting to be here with you. I can't wait to see you too. It's exciting to be here with you. I can't wait to be here with you. I got DJ Doug Pound in the house.
Well, you want to
DJ Doug Pound in the mist.
And the one and only Vic Berger IV joining us today. The Holy
Vic Berger
Trinity.
makes a bunch of very funny internet videos. Vic Berger Smash Cut's fucking hilarious.
Later, we're going to have Duncan Trussell here. We're going to be speaking to him for 5 hours.
Well done, Vic.
We're just going to get into it all.
Tim.
I've got some very good scotch,
Well
some
done, Vic.
Cuban
People like
cigars, and some PCP we're going to get into. See how that goes.
Tim.
And some angel dust.
I love
We're going to fly high.
Doug.
Today,
Doug.
Tim, Doug.
Where?
Dong. We are very happy to be with you today, folks. This is a great day. It is. What? We are going to reflect on the past several months. You know, since March, it's been a challenging period of time for our country, certainly for our show.
What do you mean?
But we have risen to the occasion, and we have week in and week out provided you the best entertainment possible. You know, considering the circumstances, frankly.
Need I say much more?
We've elevated the content of the show to a place that we didn't even dream of. I think a couple years ago, last year, it was sort of a distant dream, a distant sort of foggy vision that I had alone.
Let's go.
I said, guys, when I get back from tour, we are stepping shit up. We're bringing in a producer, the great Matt Carlin. He's sort of like our Phil Spector, if you will. He's got the wall of sound attitude. And we are going to move into my garage. We're going to build the compound out. We are going to get housing set up for Vic. It is still a garden shed.
Wakey. Have a pillow.
And we are going to book top-level guests like John Early, Jack Black. Who else have we had on? Many terrific people.
Phil.
Wake up. It's time for school. Come on, man.
So it's been an unbelievable summer of office hours, and you've been there with us the entire time, and we couldn't be more proud of our audience. So we are celebrating today. That's why I'm dressed up. I'm wearing my best suit.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is my best suit. I kind of feel a little like Bill Maher. If somebody can send me some shitty jokes. Doug, can you provide me with some hacky jokes about the Orange Man?
Well, I got this.
Everybody, welcome to Real Time with Tim Heidecker. Today, my guest is Bernie Sanders, and we're going to be speaking with, from the Reagan Coalition, Jennifer Swift. And later, Robin Williams will be with us.
I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay.
I'm friends with George Bush.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right. Calm down, everybody. We are here to celebrate our show with the Offies. It's the first ever award show that's dedicated to the success of this show.
In a lot of ways, like Bill.
Stop it. I want to congratulate Doug and Vic on a very successful drop concert before we get into the Offies.
So much fun. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Congratulations to you, too. It was a smashing success. If anybody's wondering how did I miss this? I'm just a casual viewer of the show, casual listener. You have to become a member of
Okay.
patreon.com/officehours live. That's how you got to see the drop concert. So, and people in the Patreon are wondering, well, okay, I watched it live. What now?
They're all wondering, what now?
Well, now what do I do? Well, here's what's happening. Not only did we do the drop concert live as a live stream, we filmed it professionally with HD cameras.
We've got to do some videos.
And here's what's going to happen. It is being edited now into a feature film, which is going to be called Drop Concert the Motion Picture, and that will be available soon, hopefully by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Are there any questions? Is there any confusion about that? Let's bring in a Zoom caller just to make sure that I'm not being misunderstood. I can't have there being confusion right now.
Tim Apple.
I shit myself. I pissed myself.
You want to talk to Teresa Offie?
Yes, let's bring Teresa in before we do anything official. But I still have to get to the city a day, and I have to tell everybody that we have the limited edition pre-sale T-shirt opportunity that's extended through this weekend. It's the one and only Casey Kasem. Sounds good. What is this? What does it say on it? Want another one? Okay, good. And that's a limited edition T-shirt and tote. So you can use it as a T-shirt or a tote, apparently. Terrific stuff. That will be available now at officehours.com.
Okay,
Pick
good.
up that T-shirt now. Matt, do you have a vision for that? A image for that you can put up?
Yeah. Almost.
Okay. Sorry, I'm moving quickly today because we have a lot to get through.
I had Teresa ready. Why don't we show it later?
Teresa.
Let's go to Teresa.
It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Teresa, you reached out to us because, frankly, your last name is. Let's hear it.
Oh no. Her audio.
Offie?
What's your last name is Offie. That is correct.
Yeah.
You win a prize. How excited were you? You reached out to us because how excited were you when you found out that the official name of this show, of the award show, is going to be the Offies? What happened? Walk us through that moment for you.
I feel like my life came full circle. I've been living every day of my life for this exact moment.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Now, is that short? Did you shorten your last name? Is that short for something?
Nope.
People shorten their last names?
Sometimes when I get mail, they correct my last name to Office. But no, it's Offie.
It is an odd one.
What's the origin of that? Where is
like
that?
She knows.
Italy. Caserta, Italy.
Okay. Well, like I said, she
my
knows.
My great-grand uncle came from Italy.
Good for you, huh?
Yeah.
How cool is it that we've all come to this country? There's people that didn't. You know, you look at the people that are still living in Italy and France and Japan and everywhere else.
For playing my game.
Our ancestors decided to make the big move across the vast oceans, settle here, and how beautiful it's been. What a wonderful country we have. What a wonderful, fully functional country we're living in.
You got to wonder what was going on in Italy that they want to come here. Start from scratch.
The mafia, man. That's what they said.
Hey,
we got something good going on over here. Why don't you come over here? I got the whole east side taken care of.
Yeah, I can see that.
America was founded by the English.
I guess you could call that a dick.
Simple history lesson.
America was founded by the English.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Sorry, the super chat is happening today,
fuck
folks.
yourself.
And I just want to let everyone know. Tim is extra handsome today. I couldn't agree more. I've gotten compliments from my wife, from my daughter,
Tim,
from everybody on the show that people are really sort of taken aback.
people like Tim.
The diet's going well. People are encouraging me. I'm eating healthy, Doug. I couldn't feel better. I sleep well at night.
Tim.
I think I'm at 100%.
Tim.
I sleep great too. Except Wednesday nights. I'm so excited about office hours. I can't sleep a wink. I just have nightmares after nightmares. I got Casey in my dreams.
Are you nervous?
I'm just so excited about my.
It's like Christmas Eve every
It's like
Wednesday.
it's like I
That's
can't.
nice. You guys are having a good time. Like I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like stressing out. Seriously, I wake up and I'm like up for like 2
Every
hours.
night?
Most nights I'm up for
Why?
like in the middle of the night, just anxiety and shit like that.
My son
Yeah.
comes in at like 5 now with like,
Yeah,
hey,
kids waking
it's
up,
too dark in here. It's too dark in my room. I was a full deep sleep, full deep, like fully under.
It's usually the opposite when you wake up. When it's too light, that's what wakes me up. Is the light of the morning.
I know if it's too dark, how are you
dark.
awake? He woke up. He's like, well, this ain't right. Let's do the city of the. Thank you, Ms. Offie.
You're welcome.
Do you want to
Thanks for
stick
having me.
around and you can be in the. We can turn to you perhaps to virtually hand you to our winners, perhaps in some way.
I would love that.
What we
That'd
need
be
to do
amazing.
is a visual artist. Are you a visual artist? Are you a visual artist? No.
Maybe.
The answer is no. Because what we need is a sculptor to take Ms. Offie and design a Offie statue based on her physical characteristics.
Yes, that's the little
That's the
statuette.
spirit. Yeah. She's our Offie.
Miss Offie.
It would be easy to do for any sculptor that's a fan of the show. So I would encourage the sculptor to make something yay big and then
reproduce it so you have how many awards, how many categories?
Right. Well, by next
Matt?
year we're going to have 20 categories. So by next year we'll have the official it'll be a stone statue of Ms. Offie here. What's your first name again?
That's amazing. Teresa.
Teresa. Okay, Teresa. Thank you for joining us and thank you for being our official statuette.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, City of the Day is brought to you by Billions. Are you tired of boring flat beverages? Now from the makers of Phlatz comes, where's my commercial music? Jeez.
There we go.
Boring flat beverages. Now from the makers of Phlatz comes Billions. Add billions of bubbles to the flattest drinks with Billions. You can stop wasting half-drunk seltzers, sodas, and pops. Billions can even make yesterday's beer come back to life. No more silent drinking. Let those burps roar so your family and guests know that you had a satisfying drink. Here's how it works. Simply wear the bone. Here's how it works. Billions. Simply wear the Billions backpack, which has the Billions bubble bottle. Pour the flat liquid into the Billions bottle and just wait 45 minutes. Then give it a good shake. You can even do that backflips, and the delicious fizzy bubbles will appear. Use the code word office hours and get 5% your first billion bubbles. Warning: do not wear Warning: do not wear the Billions backpack in direct sunlight. Beverages must be consumed at room temperature, apparently. Billions, let's get popping. By the way,
Tim, why don't you want to wear it in direct sunlight?
The highly pressurized system has been known to explode and send body parts flying everywhere. Billions does not work with Phlatz. Just so you know, once a beverage has been deseltzerized using the Phlatz system, it cannot be reseltzerized. You want to start with a flat beverage.
The head nurse spoke up on the day I was born. Like a rich woman begged.
All right, City of the Day.
On the day I was born.
City of the Day is Hackettstown, New Jersey. Hackettstown, New Jersey. The roller derby team Skyland Roller Girls held their matches in Hackettstown skating rink from 2008 to 2011. The weather today there is a high of 86 and a low of, Doug? Give it to me.
82.
Close.
Great ass.
88.
Fuck, man.
Now, further. One more guess, Doug.
Oh, 99. I go up every time. It's the funny joke. I repeat. Okay, 83.
66. Think about those evening temperatures, guys, next time.
I do, and then they're always like higher.
Does somebody want to? Do we have somebody that wants to guess the code? That think they have cracked the code of the City of the Day? Is that City of the
Well, I had two duds. I was gonna
Good.
stop you from reading it, but two two flakes
Oh, I see
flaked
what
on
you
me.
mean.
They
Okay,
were
good.
ready, and then they didn't show up.
Okay, well, let's welcome our very special our first ever in-studio guest here at the garage, here at the Glendale home, the Heidecker compound. I think it's our first in-studio guest.
Yeah.
We have with us, to help me present the Offies, the one, the only Academy Award winner, certainly nominee many times, from movies ranging from Dog Day Afternoon to Serpico to The Godfather to Heat, Scent of a Woman.
Analyze that.
No.
Adam Sandler.
Analyze
movies.
this.
No. The Devil, something about the Devil's Advocate, maybe?
The Fockers?
No, that's somebody else. Let us welcome into the studio Mr. the one and only Al Pacino!
Oh, yeah. Guess who?
Wow, look at that.
Guess who?
Al Pacino.
I gave it away, didn't I? I'm so happy to be here. I want to thank Tom Pollock over at Universal Pictures for getting me over here, and I'd like to thank my agent, Rick Nisat, over at CAA. And I'm just, let's get to it, shall we? The first winner.
Well, hold on now.
Oh,
First winner. We got to read the.
I'm very sorry.
First category.
What am I going to do for 3 hours?
What is this like Carson, where he holds up the envelope, sends the thing, and then
I got a funny story about Johnny Carson.
Listen, I got to say, Mr. Pacino, it is.
I'd love
we
to hear
talked
that,
to you on the
actually.
phone. Oh yeah, you have a Johnny Carson story?
I do. I forget it at the moment, but if I can remember it, I will. I'll tell you. How you doing? I'll tell you.
But you're confident that you have a.
I'm sure of it.
You know, Mr. Pacino, you're you're
1983.
so world renowned. There was a picture that started circulating on the internet.
Yes.
I think earlier this year it was you at Sylvester Stallone's house with a bunch of guys. One of the guys there was Chris D'Elia.
Great guy.
What's your
Great guy.
What's your relationship with Chris D'Elia? This is he's been under a lot of scrutiny because of some sexual assault allegations. Is that something you want to comment on?
That's very true. Much like my good friend Charlie Lawton, who is my great mentor, I was Chris's mentor for a long time.
Tell me what it is.
I showed him the ropes. No pun intended. You know what I mean?
Are you referring to semen when you're saying pun intended?
Well,
with ropes?
Let's get to the second guest here.
All right.
What do we have here?
So,
I'm gonna call something on the audible here. Why don't we warm up with best band drop? You want to do that one first?
Ooh.
All right.
What do you think, guys?
I got no life.
Whatever you say, Matt. You're producing the show.
Yeah, let's start with that. Let's warm up. Al, do you have the nominees and the
best band?
I got him right here.
So let me explain this. This is the best drop that has been banned, not a band as in like the Led Zeppelin or something like that.
Pickle drops don't get blocked.
They don't get blocked.
Great ass.
That is a great ass. Oof. I don't have the list of nominees. I just got the winner here. Pal.
No, that's the nominees on that sheet, on the white sheet. Best band drop, 3.
There's only
the
2.
bottom.
Oh, there's 3. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I see.
Okay, it's over to you, Mr. Pacino, for the nominees.
For the best band drop.
And now, so who would win this? It would be either Doug or Vic, I assume.
Well, we got great ass.
Great ass.
Great ass.
Great ass.
I said that to the lovely Ann Wedgeworth on the set of Scarecrow with Gene Hackman and myself. It was a great movie, directed by the great Jerry Schatzberg. So we got Police Sirens. Whoop, whoop. Oh, look at that. And then we have Michael Jackson's Birthday Wishes.
Wow. So these are all drops that have been taken off the show. We won't see them again. I don't like this category. It's not a great one to start. But we always start with the lesser categories, which I think is terrific.
And?
Drum roll, please.
The winner is... Oh, guess who? Great ass!
Wow.
Look at that.
Ass.
How do you like that?
Great ass. Great ass. Great ass. Great ass.
Congratulations to...
I accept this.
I think I'm going to accept that award. I think that's mine.
Congratulations, Doug. Next,
but it really goes to Al, so I'll give it. I'll just have it.
Well, That's true. I do share it with you, Doug.
So how do you make a statue? You make it out of clay, and then they like cast it, and then you fill it with gold. Solid gold statues next year, Tim?
They throw the gold.
I don't think so. I don't think they're filled with gold.
They dip it in gold.
Gold dipped.
Well, that's how the Oscars do it. They do the cheap way. We're gonna do solid gold.
Yes, solid gold. What's next, Matt?
Let's go to the. Let's do another one. Let's do the best story. That's number 1 on your sheet. With a 1 next to it.
Oh, I got it here too. Great.
Okay, the best story. This is for me to give out or for Al?
I think it's Al again, right?
I got the envelope right here, pal.
All right.
So for best story, we have Uncle Phil, Lost Stooges episode.
Phil.
How about that? John C. Reilly, peeing next to the great Jack Nicholson. How about that? And then Tim passed Doug on the highway. Howdy do.
Mr. Pacino, have you ever worked with Mr. Reilly?
I believe we did a picture together in 1983.
Okay, it seems very early for him, but
Well, I think it was We're No Angels. Was I in that film?
no. All right.
I was not in that movie. Okay.
All right. Let's see who's going to be the
Get
big
my
winner.
agent on the phone. I want to talk to him about that. The winner. Great. Ready?
Yep.
I'm a Mike Honcho, but I just wanted you to know that. If you could hear me, if it
I'll
got
wait.
into your brain somehow.
The winner is John C. Reilly.
Wow.
Peeing next to Jack Nicholson.
How do you like
baby.
that?
Oh, give him an applause.
Woohoo!
Bravo.
Congratulations to John. If he's out there, we wish him the best.
Well, he should be here. He's in the audience. John?
John C. Reilly, are you here to accept your award?
Please don't let the invisible fire burn my friend.
Baby.
There he is.
Where is he? I don't see him.
Ricky. Hey, man. We missed you at the wedding.
Oh, hey, there he is. Congratulations,
There he is.
John.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, friend.
Bravo.
Well, the floor is...
You are truly blessed. These two are 2 in a million. I am.
The floor is yours, sir, for your acceptance speech.
I can't hear from the drops,
We've cleared the air. Go ahead. The floor is yours, friend.
So the lesser awards go at the end? Is that?
Yeah.
It's starting off with like best picture kind of thing.
That's pretty much how we've organized it. We have, this is our first time doing it, so we're sort of learning. But congratulations, John.
I was nearly in a film with Al, actually. Al.
That's right, I remember.
I was offered to play the great pedophile Sandusky to your paternity.
What's it like being the coolest guy?
This is straight up pedophile crap right here.
Stop it, guys. Can you just John, can you smack these two behind me around? Because they have no respect for you being here right now. It's insane.
First of all, I sent a bug video to Doug today for some identification, and I have gotten 0 response.
Today? I've been busy.
I remember when that Sandusk part came up in like you were hanging out or something, and you were like, "This is not a good move to play this part."
Brian De Palma was directing it at that point, and I did my first movie with Brian De Palma. So I told him, I said, "Brian, I really do not want to play this part, but if you make me do it, I will have to do it because I owe you, because you discovered me." He's like, "Oh no, I wouldn't do that to you, John." So
that would be uncomfortable. That would be uncomfortable to be like a gun to your head, play a part. I don't think that's a good way to start a project, right?
But I felt like I had to offer him that option. Anyway, I got a million more stories like that. So
are you already submitting to win next year?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I have a question real quick. What if Tim played Coach Joe Pa? Then would you be Sandusky?
How would that change the equation?
Yeah. Would that sweeten the deal?
I was originally going to play the Michael J. Fox role in Casualties of War, if you remember that correctly, John. Do you remember that?
What
a team up that would have been.
Yeah.
So you never did get to work with Al. Have you ever hung out with it? Have you guys ever hung out or anything?
I believe so. I believe we. No. I thought
I may not.
Weren't we at a party with
Beverly D'Angelo?
Oh, I think it was Bev. Bev was there, and Laura San Giacomo. It was just the four of us.
Oh, that's right. That was at Danny Aiello's place.
Oh, that's right. I was crooning. You were playing the piano.
Okay. That's terrific. John, what's going on? How's your summer going?
It's going pretty good. I'm here in Michigan right now.
Oh, I
love to tell you the story of this fish, of how I caught this fish.
No,
but
that's
instead,
okay.
I'm going to show you beautiful Lake Michigan. Look at Lake Michigan. Look at it.
She's full of water.
Wow.
Oh,
look at the waves.
Wow. Any bodies at the bottom of that lake that you want to confess to?
Not me.
What else? I was going to ask you something. You have a new TV show coming out this fall.
Moonbase 8.
How exciting. Can we finally talk about this? We can finally talk about this goddamn thing.
Yeah. We still don't have a release date.
No. We got so close to having a release date, and then about an hour before we were going to talk about it and announce it, they pulled a, what would you call that? They flagged it. They said, hang on, we ain't there yet.
No, their Showtime is just getting their COVID situation squared away. I'm sure we're going to be getting that release date soon. I hear November 3rd.
Yeah,
it's a great
that's
date to launch anything.
That's when everybody's going to be tuning in to watch our silly comedy show. Might as well.
Oh, yeah.
We have licensed. I think we now own it, but I know we have started by licensing it. But we have the clip from Jim Carrey's The Mask saying it's showtime, and that's how we begin every episode. So that's going to be kind of neat.
It's showtime.
Oh, I love that movie.
All right, John, I'll give you an opportunity, to, if you want to put something in for next year as far as a story goes, this is your opportunity.
I was kidding. No, I was just kidding.
Okay. I thought you were going to tell the story of how you caught that beautiful fish behind you, but I find that to probably be that might be a tall tale.
My brother bought this at a resale store. That's how I caught it.
Is that one of those big, the Billy Bass thing? It sing a song to you?
Oh, the head comes out? Hey, what about the time that Neil Hamburger, Greg Turkington, and I showed up at your cabin up there? That was fun.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
We just drove up there. We were playing somewhere, Grand Rapids maybe, and we just dropped in on you.
Yes. We're one of very few people outside of my family that's ever been here. That's the way
drop in.
And then we went to go see a guy who has created his own, he's restored a pipe organ.
Well, he created one. Yeah, he in this little theater, him and his wife, he always dreamed of playing like a Wurlitzer type giant organ like they have in those old movie houses. And his wife plays the piano, so they started having these concerts in their house, and then they bought an old movie theater in town and installed this crazy version of a Wurlitzer organ that he plays. And she plays the piano with him. It's just, I would say it's like Waiting for Guffman, except they're actually really talented people.
Yeah, super talented. Well, the funny thing,
it is an odd scene there in this little town.
Yeah, we went. You took us in there, and they were talking about showing Laurel and Hardy movies, and then they would play along with them, right? And you were like, I remember you being like, "Oh, I actually am in a movie about Laurel and Hardy," and you could see no reaction. Like they were just like, like, okay, like they didn't clock who you were. I think.
Also, Charlie Chaplin is from that era. Like,
yeah.
Oh well, just said that I was in a movie. Right. Never mind. They have figured it out now. By the way, I saw them recently, and they were like, "John C. Reilly." Like they figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in that moment it just didn't click, but.
I liked it. No, it was years that they didn't realize that I was an actor, which I loved. But
right.
Oh well.
All right. Well, I miss you. It's been a while. I mean, we talk every day in a way, but I'd love to see you in the flesh if we can arrange for that.
If I ever come back.
Are you coming back? You got to come back, please.
Doug, I can't go anywhere until I get this bug identified. So,
all right, Doug, take a moment. We don't need you dropping so much anymore. Just go get back to John. It's disrespectful to not get back to him.
I'm looking at the image now.
John, I got a question.
Sorry. Al Pacino has a question for you, John.
So,
go Al.
John C. was in a movie called Hoffa with Jack Nicholson, correct?
Ah!
And I also played Jimmy Hoffa in The Irishman. Who did it better? John? Answer that one.
Who did it better, Jack or Al?
Or me?
Well, let's put in terms of an impression, or in terms.
I don't have to get into all the rigmarole. Just who did it better?
I would say Jack did it better, Al, but just because it's
Next caller, please. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
John, I got the
You
identification.
don't have the right to say next caller. He's my
What do
guest.
we got?
Oh, I'm
here?
sorry.
Hold on. Doug, what do we got? What is this bug?
What is it, Doug?
It's a poisonous caterpillar, I believe. Hold on, it's loading here.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Hickory tussock moth larvae is what you're looking at.
John, you got to get out of there, man. You got to get out of there. Torch that cabin. Get out. Get out now. Get out there. Jump in the lake, man. All right. Thank you, John.
Thanks, you guys.
Good find.
I'll see you soon, brother.
Good luck to all the other nominees, and I'm truly honored by the Offie crowd.
All the
Thank you.
best. Peace and love
Peace
to
and
you.
love.
Peace and love. All right, the great John C. Reilly. Been a long time since he's called into the show, and it's great to have him back.
I imagine we'll work together soon.
Okay. You do.
I do.
Terrific.
I have a good imagination.
Yeah. Well, it'd be cool to see you guys on screen together. Wouldn't
Who's
that be
next?
something?
I agree.
Is there more awards to give out?
There sure are.
A lot to get through.
Do we want to do best call?
Sure.
The best call nominees are Joe Biden calling in. Joe Biden's ex-lover. That's a late in the game category. Late in the game category of Joe Biden's ex-lover from, I think, last week or the week before.
I got hairy legs.
Yeah, very recent vintage.
The Joe Biden call, of course, was James Adomian, who did a terrific version of our future president, perhaps.
Dead.
Dead.
Or Tim from Michigan. Tim from Michigan was a game changer. I want to say it was a expertly crafted bit that got a lot of attention, brought a lot of attention to office hours. The winner is, this is a tough category, I'll be honest. There's so many great calls. What makes the show great are the calls. And sometimes they're regular folk. Sometimes they're Academy Award nominated people such as John C. Reilly. We just never know what you're going to get on the show. Here we are. The winner of Best Call goes to Tim from Michigan. I wish it was Tim Heidecker, but it was Tim from Michigan. How exciting is this? Of course, the great Tim Robinson. Tim Robinson unfortunately couldn't join us today. Here to accept the award for Tim from Michigan is Brendon Walsh. Is that correct?
What's his problem?
Brendon Walsh. Brendon Walsh,
Hello?
thank you for doing this, and I appreciate it. We are noticing, I just noticed this morning, you're not nominated for anything, even though you've been on the show quite a bit, interestingly.
Well, that's probably an oversight.
It is not. It is
Matt.
Thank you for dressing up. It is
Wally.
It is a fan-generated nomination process. This is the large office hours community chimed in on this, and we're glad they did. But you, unfortunately, were not even nominated for anything. But thank you for doing this.
Producer Matt said he was going to kill me last night. I just want to throw that out there.
Who did?
So, Matt, your producer, threatened to kill me.
Why?
Not true. Not true. I'm a very nice person.
He was telling me about this episode of your show, said I had to do it, and if I didn't do it, he'd kill me. So that's the kind of operation you're running over there, Mr. Heidecker.
Well, here's the operation you're running. Apparently, when I made the mistake of dipping into an episode of your podcast, and because my friend Doug Lucenhop was on it, and I listened, I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, so Doug's sitting there playing every copyrighted drop that we use on our show. He's going through. He's just having a blast. Going, listen, this is mine. This is mine. This is mine." And and I heard what you said. You said, "Can you come and work for my show? Can you come and you and Vic? Can I buy you guys out?" And that's disrespectful. That's hurtful.
It's just business.
This is a partnership that we have here. These guys don't work for me. We are a family. We are a team. We are almost like the Beatles.
The pounding.
The Fab Three, the Holy Trinity. And then Doug comes onto your show and scabs with his. Do you have anything to say to this, Doug? By the way. I mean,
wait, you're calling me a scab for going on and promoting this show on his show to his wonderful
audience?
audience?
I don't know if you promoted it. I think you might have mentioned it.
I would never call you a scab, Doug.
There
would be no name calling. On the World Record podcast, there is no name calling.
I was talking about office hours a lot. I think maybe Brendon trimmed it out later or did some editing and cut out.
By the way, thank you, Fatty McGee, 122. He says, hearty kudos to the great Al Pacino for taking the time to be on America's Best Podcast.
That's right.
Everybody's looking fantastic. So big hit. Listen, let's put that's water under the bridge for me. I was very upset and annoyed, but I kept it in for a couple weeks now. You do have a podcast. I'm not going to editorialize whether it's good or bad. But
it's called the World Record Podcast, and it's currently the #1 podcast.
On
just before Joe Rogan's.
Oh, so it's number 2.
We just surpassed it.
Wow. How much? I know you're good friends with Duncan Trussell. How much of the interview that Duncan did with Joe have you listened to so far? I know it's 5 hours.
I've only gotten through about 4 hours and 58 minutes of it. So
still waiting to wrap that up.
I haven't wrapped it up yet.
They touched on a lot of interesting subjects. I wanted to get your feedback on their position on politics right now and ayahuasca.
Do you smoke cigars?
George Washington. I mean, I know I haven't listened to it, but Duncan told me that they talked about George Washington, and I wish that they had called me because I am a George Washington expert.
I did dip in. I found that they were going on and on about George Washington with being a child trafficker or stealing teeth or so. It seemed like a couple of. It felt like I dipped into it felt like I was under a bridge listening to two deranged, schizophrenic, homeless guys arguing, yelling at each other with all their insane conspiracy theories.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
doesn't seem like entertainment to me.
I don't have the time to listen to that kind of stuff.
I'm trying.
But if people do have time to listen to another podcast, the World Record Podcast is right up your alley. And I sent Matt a few clips. We had Ted Danson on a recent episode. Matt, could you play Gary Page 1 in blue?
All right, and we are running out of time, but let's quickly listen to this.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, this is Ted. Hello, this is Ted. Yeah.
This is Ted Danson.
Yeah. Who's this?
Brendon, if you wanted to listen to your own podcast, you can do that in the comfort of your own home and your own time.
Okay, Matt, we can stop that.
Dude, I can't believe it.
Okay, Matt, I just wanted to give people a taste of what they could hear.
Well,
on
they
the
can
World
get a
Record
taste
podcast.
by hopping over and listen for. Is it cost any money to listen to your podcast?
No.
So then there you go. Everyone go ahead and dip in on any of his episodes. Basically a prank phone call. It's poorly recorded, but it's getting better.
It's professionally recorded. And
you should go listen to
at the beginning of COVID. There were a few
listen to the Nick Thune episode and tell me if it's well recorded.
Well, it's not my problem if Nick Thune doesn't know how to talk into his microphone on his computer. We were doing it over Zoom. I did everything in my power to get Nick to properly use his computer.
Okay. Well, then it seems like you're just passing blame on to Nick Thune.
Episode of anything anyway.
I'd like to say that I have nothing against Nick Thune, and he's welcome to come on our show if he likes to rebut that, because I feel like it's a show producer's responsibility to make sure that you're getting good audio from your guests. All right,
Well,
Al Pacino,
yeah,
do you have anything to add to Brendon Walsh here?
I do. I'd actually like to take this platform to talk about my own podcast. It's called The Podcino with Papacino.
There you go.
Come on. We're going to have on Lee Strasberg. And if we remember what he once said, if you can't imagine greatness, how can you dream it?
There you go.
I'll drink to that.
All right. Thank you, Brendon, for helping us out today. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks for having me on, and I am running an ad for your podcast on my podcast, so that's...
Appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I am doing that.
It's a bait and switch what you're doing, by the way, with this Ted Danson business, because it's clearly not Ted Danson that you're calling.
It is Ted Danson, and we call bowling alley so he can set a world record by breaking the record for the world's longest fiki on one of their lanes.
The largest what?
Fiki. Matt, it's JD page 3 in purple.
No, thank you. That's enough of that. Thank you so much, Brendon. Appreciate you calling in. All the best to you.
I went to Halloween college, too, just so you know, and I had a threesome with a Dracula and a Frankenstein. Okay, thank you.
You went to Halloween college?
I went to a Halloween college, yeah.
You went to a Halloween college, okay. What was the name of the college?
It's Halloween University in Vermont.
Okay, so, yeah, you went to...
What did you major in?
Yeah, what did you major in? What is that?
Well, I was part major haunting and then spookiness. I didn't live in the dorms. Me and some other guys got a haunted house off campus.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I got drunk one night because our RA was a werewolf, and so he could get alcohol because in dog years he was over 21.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
And then, and then I got drunk and I had a threesome with a Dracula and a Frankenstein, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to say that.
I have a super chat question for you.
Anyway.
Why are you so mean on Twitter? Someone asked. I think that's a good question.
Who am I mean to?
Todd Barry.
You are mean
Todd's
to Todd
mean to
Barry.
me first.
I know. That's
On the day I was born.
we support you, and congratulations on all the things that you do. It's been terrific to watch you evolve as a comedian.
All right.
I support you guys.
Thank you. And you know, anybody can listen to his podcast because it is free and it's a very low commitment.
The head nurse spoke up.
Do we want to take an audience call right now, Matt, just to check in? Or?
Love you.
Bye.
That's enough with
Love you
Brendon.
guys.
Please drop his call. Thank you.
Love you guys.
More than enough.
Yeah, we're a little... We have Phil on the line, which he was on a schedule. Can we talk to Phil?
Yes. Speaking of Phil,
And I believe he sent...
Is he going to accept an award or no? We're just
we
going to
could
talk.
do an award with
Yeah,
him, too.
let's get through an award because he did. I want to present this. Speaking of gift baskets and awards and everything, he sent me a gift basket that I
Is
want
that
to
Phil Lieberman from ICM?
No, sir.
You want to do
Phil
best
Drain.
rant with Phil, or let's do a category he's nominated in. Right, that's what we should do.
Okay.
Where?
Well, we already gave that category away.
Oh,
Best
all
rant.
right. Well, never
Let's
mind.
do best rant. Who's got best
rant?
rant?
That's out.
Oh, I got it right.
Oh, thank
here.
you,
The
Al.
nominees are.
I have a question.
You gotta do the nominees first.
Where am I?
You gotta look on the sheet.
Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Oh, best rant. Tim gets fired up about coronavirus. Scary stuff. Tim rips Star Wars. I almost played Han Solo. I gotta be honest, that was a good one. Tim versus the Grateful Dead.
Wow,
Ooh,
seems
scary.
Seems like I can't lose.
You got it on lock, pal.
All right, I'm just prepared to find out what exactly I am getting an award for.
Okay, here it is. The winner is Tim rips Star Wars.
It's a shitty movie. They're bad movies in general. The characters are unmemorable.
What's your problem?
And my daughter, I told people, I don't know if
The characters are unmemorable?
Like what?
That
I mean,
is-
no, I've said this before. Listen,
It is simply not correct.
the original movies that came out were fine.
Okay, you're talking.
They're fine.
You're talking Jar Jar.
I'm talking all the rest with all the Palpatines and the senators and
I get them confused myself.
the
I'll be
ambassadors and the queens and the princesses. What about Ms. Offie? Are you a Star Wars freak?
honest. Hello, you.
No. You got to. Yeah. She's not.
Well, answer us.
All right, so let me bring in Phil here.
I'm not.
Thank you. Let me bring in Phil here because he sent me a gift basket. And I can't open the damn thing. Good music. I mean, you can't deny John Williams is a talented guy.
Phil, are you there? Are you there, Phil?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, how's it going? What's did I win?
Phil, are you dismantling your home?
No, I'm in the only livable area in my house at the moment after my gasoline accident from a few weeks ago.
On Twitter, people might have noticed this. This was exciting, or pretty scary actually, because Mr. Trump demanded a boycott of Goodyear tires. You went ahead. You had Goodyear tires on your vehicle in your garage?
I had Goodyear tires on my vehicle.
And what did you do, sir? What did you do, Phil, when you heard about the boycott?
I did what every patriot did and burned those tires. It unfortunately ignited a larger fire that kind of spread to the house. So I've got a big portion of my house that's kind of uninhabitable. So I'm kind of down here at the moment.
Wow. So you kept the car in the garage. You didn't take the wheels or the tires off the car. You simply just put gasoline.
Burned them on the right on the chassis.
Well, I don't have the equipment to take the tires off the car, so that's the way I had to protest it. Is
you don't have a jack? What happens if you get a flat tire?
I called AAA.
Okay,
Phil, would you say you're having a bad year in those? Kind of a misnomer?
Yeah, you could say that, but I'm about to have a very good year when I start hearing all the awards that I've won today.
Okay, well, I don't think you've...
Maybe you should have got Firestone tires, you know what I mean?
I do have some bad news for you, Phil. The one category that you were nominated in, the best story, you lost to the great John C. Reilly. So it could be a lot worse. I mean, he's a great talent, so...
What?
So can I...
Do not. There is no
which the best story?
Yeah, you were nominated for the Three Stooges story.
The Three Stooges,
which is not a true story, so I don't know why it was even nominated.
It is a true story, and does it make? Does it make sense to say that my Three Stooges story lost to John C. Reilly? I mean, John C. Reilly's a nice guy. He's a good actor and all, but I mean, does this make?
Phil,
does this just make? Just repeat it back. Phil lost best story to John C. Reilly. Does that even make sense to anybody here?
Yes.
I mean, it is what it is, Phil. It is what it is. So listen.
Well, let me. I'm also up for all the other stuff too.
Yeah, we'll see. So listen, I want to show this. This is you sent me this very heavy gift basket, an ugly gift basket.
It's not really a basket; it's a bag. Gift bag.
Gift bag.
I voted 25 times for each category for myself, so I'm not real sure how I lost.
Well, that's not allowed. But anyways, these are items that you wanted me to have. I have not looked in this bag yet, so let's see what they are. I'm going to start with the big guy first. And it's soy sauce. A lot of soy sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One of my sponsors at Gettython. Yep, Kikkoman. Sponsor for Gettython.
Kikkoman.
Tim, has it been opened yet? Is that seal still good?
I'll take that if you don't want it.
Oh, you're a soy sauce head?
Huge soy sauce. I drink it regularly.
Pour some in your drink there.
All right.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Jake's Nut Roasters, maple almonds. Yum. That sounds pretty good.
Straight from Canada. Getty Lee's favorite.
Does a snake pop out of there when you open it up?
Oh, also from Canada, maple syrup. I'm a big fan of maple syrup. This is the
Tim. What grade is it?
It's grade A.
That's actually
that's lesser
it's
quality.
Lesser.
Yeah,
it's opposite. B is the one.
We also have. What's this about? Cracker Jack. What's that have to do with
Getty's a big baseball fan. He's a big baseball fan. Sits in the back of home plate for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
Cracker Jack.
And then something else. What is this? What is this? Little piece of.
I can't see it.
It's a piece of.
Is this drugs? Is this like Molly or cocaine or something?
No, it's like a little.
Hold up that bag.
Strap or something. I can't figure it out.
Is it something of Getty's?
I don't know.
You don't know what this is?
Straight from Getty, I think. I think Getty may have put that in there.
Wow.
I don't. So you don't. You put this. You don't know what this is. It's just in the thing.
Maybe it's a Neil Peart headband.
Maybe it is.
Maybe that's a bracelet. That's kind of cute.
All right. Well, thanks for this, Phil. I can't eat a lot of this stuff because of my diet.
Well, you're welcome. The idea was to get you to call into Gettython next week, which I'm assuming you're going to. Is that fair to say? Correct?
What's the date?
Best band should be getting rushed today, right?
What's the date of the Gettython again?
Next Friday, September 11th. 9/11.
Yeah, I'm not.
I remember that.
You remember where were you, Mr. Pacino, on 9/11, 2001?
I was probably over at Dick Wolf's house having brunch.
What? On a Tuesday?
Well, you can brunch anytime over at Dickie Wolf's.
Okay.
And we had mimosas, and I probably passed out somewhere between 11 and 3.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There's not much of a story there.
I understand. I just wanted to know. I don't expect one.
I have an idea for Phil.
Go ahead, Doug.
Phil, why don't you, instead of next month, why don't you wait until 2112?
Oh.
That's about 88 years away.
Yeah, no, hey, you know what? Not a bad idea.
I had a stroke already, so I don't think I'm going to make it that long. I've got to hedge my bets and have the show right away.
Thank you so much, Phil. Got to move things along. Don't count on me on 9/11. I'm going to probably be deep in thought and attending.
Well, let me know when I'm going to win the other awards.
I will.
I should be up for best episode and best guest, and I should be up for best call.
I want to get to Marnie. Is Marnie there?
Phil's award show sounds like a real fly-by-night kind of thing.
Love you, Phil. Love you, Phil.
Fly-by-night.
Of course we love Phil. I'm not going to.
Phil.
We don't have to.
We love you, Phil.
We don't have to say that. It should be understood. Do we need to tell each other how much we love each other all the time?
We should.
Vic, I love you.
I forget sometimes. Yeah.
Who's here?
I love you.
It's good to hear.
Marnie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Marnie.
I thought I wasn't supposed to be here.
What are you talking about?
Matt just told me we were going to do this later.
Oh,
okay. Oh my
sorry.
gosh, here I am.
I'm the one following the schedule. I'm the one being responsible.
Oh, you're the
here.
boss. Okay.
So Marnie, you reached out to Vic.
Yes.
And you said that somebody in your family worked for Steven Seagal?
My father did.
Your father did. In what capacity?
He was his, what do you call it? His personal assistant and bodyguard, if you can believe that.
Steven Seagal needs a bodyguard?
Steven's hands are a lethal weapon, so he needs a bodyguard so he doesn't, so he's not liable for hurting somebody.
So how did your dad get that job?
Oh, it's a long story. My dad was a sheriff in a town. I don't want to say where. The sheriff, actually the main sheriff, was running again, and his campaign manager was Kelly LeBrock, Steven Seagal's wife at the time.
Great ass.
And
easy.
And the sheriff was actually very, very good friends of my dad, even though they worked together. And he was at some campaign party and he met Kelly, and Kelly brought it up to my dad. Would you like to work for my husband? And my dad ended up retiring from the sheriff's department and worked for Steven for about 5 years.
5 years. Okay. And what period of time was this when he was just like top of his game?
Yeah, it was 89 to 94.
Wow. So I'm not a big Steven Seagal. I don't know much about any of his movies. That wasn't my scene.
Bless you. You're blessed.
So is he what are we putting him in the good guy category or the bad guy category?
Steven?
Yeah.
Oh, we're putting him in the bad guy category.
Oh, wow.
Category, definitely.
Okay, tell us why. Tell us why.
Okay, well, I'll give you a really, really good example. Do any of you remember when he was on Arsenio Hall? I think it was in 1990.
Of course.
He had.
He's talking about the AIDS crisis.
And he was going on and on about how he worked for the CIA and he, was just some special CIA agent or whatever, and going on and on. My dad was in the green room the whole time, face palming just what the hell, because he was literally stealing my dad's resume.
Oh my goodness.
business. My dad worked for local intelligence. He worked for Reagan. My dad was the lead of a SWAT team and all these things. And Stephen was literally taking my dad's resume and spreading it across.
Does your dad ever say something to him about this after the incident?
I don't know if he did or not, but all of those lies that Stephen would say about working for the CIA, it was my dad he was emanating.
That's intense. Listen, Marnie, would you be up for telling us more Steven Seagal stories in the office hours after hours experience in about a half hour?
Sure.
I would love to talk to you more about this. Let's get back to it. So stand by. If you want to hear more about Steven Seagal and what a trash man he is, you can join us in the After Hours show, which is available on patreon.com/officehourslive. We usually start that around 11:30. We go for about a half hour. Sometimes we go longer. I think today, I've got a feeling, guys, that we're going to go a little long today.
Glad you could drop in.
Let's get back to the Offies. The Offies are rolling along. Best ad. Let me get best ad over with real quick. The best ad category, we have Solomon's Solemn Shorts. We have Last Month of a Dog, Dog of the Month Club, or Phlatz De-Carbonation Tablets. One of my favorite parts of the show lately has been the Tuesday meeting we have, Monday, Tuesday meeting, where we talk about the show and we talk about what the fake ad is going to be. This week's came in a little late, but Doug, you contributed to this week's, what was it again? Billions. Not eligible. But here we go, the best ad.
I expect to win an award at the next Offies for
On the day I was born.
Here we go. It's also collaborative because somebody might have a small idea and then it gets expanded by everybody. So here we go. And the winner is, oh boy, this one was a controversial one. And apologies to anybody who was triggered or upset by this, but the best ad is the Last Month of a Dog, Dog of the Month Club. Congratulations to them. To us. That is fantastic. Let's hear it. Nat, I kind of think that might have been a Jay contribution, or Matt.
That started with Jay.
But I think
you punched it.
I punched it up severely.
You do love your
started
dogs,
as
don't you?
let's bring Jay in.
Jay?
Is that Jay Macaroni?
A lot of people say, "Oh, you should get a dog." Why?
I love that
How would I look
Mrs.
walking a
Offie
dog
is
on the
just
White House
hanging.
lawn? Would that-
She's like the go-to person on the Zoom
Yeah, let's
screen.
get her in on this too.
Al, can you give me some more coffee? Is that easy to do? No, I'll do it.
It's going to be very difficult for me.
Jay, that was yours, right?
Yeah, I think initially it started out as like I pitched like a dog of the month subscription box where you get a random dog where you are not told anything about the breed or size or anything. And then I think you switched it to it's the last month of its life.
I mean,
that might have been a Tim.
That's a Tim move.
I don't know who it was.
That's me, all the way.
Over time, it got a lot darker. It started off, got really dark by the end.
All right, listen. Thank you, Jay, for your creativity,
Thank you.
and your spirit and your work ethic. I hope you're enjoying your experience. And Jay
I can't wait to
is
get my trophy in the mail.
As far as Matt's, I don't look at the books too closely, but you are not an unpaid intern. That's fair to say.
No, yeah, unpaid no longer. So that's exciting.
Yes, very. All right, let's go to best guest. Best guest.
That is me. Thank you very, very much. I want to thank everyone here at CIA.
Let's hear it for Al Pacino for being here all the way from. Where do you live in Beverly Hills?
Well, I'm from
Beverly D'Angelo.
I'm from the Bronx. I grew up on 186th Street in the Bronx. Shout out to Pasquale Rigoletto over on Arthur Avenue, where I spend a lot of my days drinking and eating pasta.
You ever have a drug habit, Al? Do you ever get into?
I never got into the serious stuff. Maybe a little token of marijuana.
Little Panic at Needle Park. That must have sort of been a big early movie for you, showing the plight of the junkie in New York.
I played a heroin addict, and I studied people on the street. I walked around and I said, Oh, look at that man. He looks ill.
Smoke weed every day.
But I never touched his stuff.
Yeah.
I never did it.
Good for you.
I never did it.
All
I
right.
liked plays. I did a lot of East Village small black box stuff. And not Black Tar Heroin, Black Box Theater. Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Go to hell before you
Should we do best guest, Matt? Best
Yeah,
guest?
let's get into it. Let's do it. I think you've got that one, right?
Yes, I do have this one. Best guest.
Little
Oop, I just revealed. Sorry. I'll do my act. Speaking of acting, I will do my best acting possible to reveal this as a surprise. Best guest.
Give it your best shot.
Now, this is controversial. All these are controversial because, frankly, we've had a tremendous amount of really top-notch guests in the past few months.
I agree.
I couldn't be happier with the people that we've had on. Eric Andre, Thundercat, names coming to mind, John Early, Sam Richardson.
Raymond the Amish comic.
Not so much.
Curly G.
Curly G.
Best guest. Oh, Joe Dante.
K.W. Williams.
So this is I stand mistaken.
I hope KW's on that list.
I stand mistaken,
Incomplete
folks.
list if he's not.
Uncle Phil is Phil Drain. Uncle Phil has been nominated for another award somehow. Through all those names I listed, somehow he snuck in. The nominees for best guest are Uncle Phil, Fred Armisen, Armisen. Fred, my arm is on. Or Thundercat. Two really phenomenal guests and one nominee. One other nominee.
One other nominee.
But the winner is, and I will be shocked to see this. Hold on, I'll show you how I know the answer, but I'll show you how good I am at acting. Al.
I'm going to put you in touch with my agent after this one. I got a feeling you can nail it.
Okay. Here it is. And the winner for Best Guest on Office Hours Live, starring Tim Heidecker, is, oh my God, this is awesome, Fred Armisen! That's so cool!
Oh, look at that.
Fred Armisen, wow. From Portland. From the show Portland.
Ooh, I like that.
Do we have...
You remind me of a young Chris O'Donnell who I worked with.
Is
Fred, can you hear us? Are you there?
Yeah. Hi.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I didn't get to see your acting job of what,
But you know I'm a good actor.
surprised.
But you know I'm a good actor.
Tim, give him another take.
You know I'm a good actor.
Wait, I'm not seeing it. Wait, am I? Oh, there you are.
There I am. Come on, you should be good at this by now. You're a pro. I saw you on the Jimmy Fallon show. I know what you do. I know what you're about. How are you?
I'm good. Can I do an acting job of being surprised too?
Yes. Okay, so you want me to read the now that we have you on camera?
Yeah. And I told him that, then I'll just see what this is. All right.
And the winner is Fred Armisen.
Come on.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, good. I was hoping that you'd come up to you'd come out of your seat. Have you been nominated? You've been nominated for things like real awards, right? You've been nominated for Emmys?
First of all, this is a real award. And been nominated for stuff.
So have you been on camera? This is what when you put these two fingers up, this means you're describing the shot. You are showing somebody else where the camera's going to be pointing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm so artistic that I never notice cameras and things like that.
Right.
I'm just in the space of the room.
Uh-huh.
So I wander into the venue just out of just happenstance. So I'm less of like, hey, I got to be there. It's more like I am around.
Do you respect marks though when it comes to blocking when you're on set? Do you respect marks and understand that the challenge that a DP or a director might have?
Someone wrote Karl Marx. I do respect it. But I think I get it wrong sometimes because sometimes I see it this is not exciting. And sometimes I see it and I'm like, hey, there it is. And it's someone else is like, no, you're supposed to stand on it.
But did you ever hear that story about Spencer Tracy? Do you know Spencer Tracy? There's a thing I heard about him where he would when he would walk up to a mark, he'd just be looking at the mark and he'd nail it and then he'd look up. Like it just made it part of his performance that he would like, here's where I land. And now now I start talking.
That's how I do it.
It's such a good idea. That's happened to sometimes a mark will be above you, so that you have to look up as you walk into the room, and then almost like you were thinking, like, oh, I'm thinking, and then you just sort of land, you know.
We have a
Thanks for what does the award look like? Can I see it?
Do we have? We have a woman on the show named what's her first name again?
Teresa.
Teresa. Yeah. Her last name is Offie.
Here she is.
So we're going to make a statue that looks like her.
Yeah. Make some noise, Teresa, so you should.
Yeah, wave Teresa.
Hey. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll have to do another show. John was on earlier to receive an award.
Thank you.
John C. Reilly was on earlier he received the Best Story Award. So we have to get the three of us together to talk about our new TV show that's just been announced.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
You almost look like you're dressed in character.
Cheers. I've been wearing jumpsuits every day. So I have them in different colors.
I was going to ask you about that.
A bunch of white ones.
I've only seen you in the white ones. This is a blue one. I've only seen you in the white ones.
Those are the ones I usually wear, and then today I've got my blue one on.
Are you joining Devo?
It's very much like our moon. Pardon me?
Are you joining Devo?
Am I trying to be Devo? Yeah.
Are you joining the band Devo? And it's you haven't announced it yet.
Well, yes.
You know what? Doug is just not.
I'm sorry, I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay, bad question. Today. I didn't help.
No, you didn't screw up. You didn't screw up. You didn't screw up, Doug. You never screw up.
You did play with Devo though before, didn't you?
You did play with Devo.
See, I'm making connections.
All right. I guess
remembers
I'm getting
now.
requests to play some I'm getting some requests to play some Devo on the drums. This is satisfaction. Like that.
Wait.
Uncontrollable urge.
Oh, he's got the
Are you on your drum set right now?
I'm on my kit, yeah.
That's that noise gate that cuts out the background.
I know.
Wes wouldn't let me turn it off today.
Well,
did it? Yeah.
Well, there's a setting, Fred. There's a setting that you can make it not cut out the audio.
If you would have let me know that you were going to be on your set, we would have adjusted. But
yeah,
this is what we do.
Did it fix itself?
We're going to try to do
Did it fix itself?
It's fine. We don't need to hear you playing drums. Trust me. Do you think we should start doing a pre-interview for this show, Fred? You've done pre-interviews. I mean, do you enjoy the pre-interview with the producer of a talk show?
I prefer the pre-interviews. That to me is the real interview. That's where that's the real sort of warmth. I'm never sort of put out by it. It's always like, knowing that the person on the other end is writing down everything that I'm saying is I kind of like that.
What about like the preamble where they're like, "Listen, we are so excited to have you on the show. You always bring great energy. I know that Conan is excited. He actually popped into our meeting the other day and said how excited he was, and he wants you to know that you can do whatever you want."
Yeah.
What should we do if we do any press for Moonbase?
Yeah. Should we take on personality?
Uh-oh. Fred's frozen.
I am?
You just froze for a second. What we should take on personalities?
For our interviews for Moonbase. Should we adopt something like sort of like mop top guys, the wise guy?
or the Dylan / Sex Pistols interview where everything is evasive and there's really no cooperation between us and the interviewer.
Do you want to run it right now?
Yeah, Doug, you be the interviewer and Fred and I will be on the panel.
Today we have Tim Heidecker and Fred Armisen from Moonbase 8.
Yeah, right.
let's get right into the questions. Hey guys, so what was it like working together? Tim?
I don't know, man.
Fred, how was it like working with John C. Reilly and Tim? Is that a fun experience for you?
Well, it's your religion, isn't it? It's your religion, and it's your Christ or Elvis or whatever it is. It's your idols that you look at.
What was it like? What was the creative process like when you were writing the show?
We'll ask you the same question. What's it like for you then?
For me, well, I wrote all these questions last night, and I was preparing for this interview. Don't you prepare for your show that you work on?
Right. So you got a pen, and you got you got to answer to somebody. But so what?
So what, man? Yeah, fuck it.
Well, what's next for you guys?
I've got one. Ask me a question.
Tim, what's next for you after this?
That's how much I fucking care about when or who or how. We've done the work. We've made the show. All you have to do is watch it.
All the leaders are the same. They're all the same.
I mean, that's probably what we'll end up doing. Some
people are saying this is the greatest show that is the most anticipated show this season. Would you agree?
It's embarrassing, It's embarrassing. We don't do it for money. We don't do it for acclaim. We don't do it for you. We do it for us.
Why would you say you do it for yourselves?
It's what we do. It's in art,
You asked me that already. You asked that already.
Imagine we get on Terry Gross, Fresh Air, and that's our attitude with her the whole time. Who cares?
Fred, a lot of the youth are looking up to you, and they think you're the voice, you're the poet of their generation. Is that how you feel?
Everybody's poets. We're all poets. Every word we say. Everybody. The dustbin man, right? The vagabond on the street. We're all poets, don't we?
There was an interview with John Lennon where he basically said the same thing about art and sculpture. Like, well, you're the one that decides what's art and what isn't. A tree.
Oh, yeah.
A speck of dust is art to me. That's a word. It's only a word. Art is only. That's what he says. That's just a word that someone's made up. It's not.
Why don't we, when we go out and do interviews, why don't we be comedy guys, like really versed in like comedy and just like, I smell this pandemic. I smell the cross between cottage cheese and a rubber tire. At this point,
like really on, like super hot, super like
really on. Yeah.
Wait, or what we should do is
a lot of energy.
What we should do is we should have that energy, but also treat the interview like it's a taping, so we screw up and start over again and everything. We keep going like
some bit that you're like, oh God, they've rehearsed this bit so much.
You got to like crack up the whole time. You can't even finish your sentences.
Fred comes in with this huge cowboy. So let me do it again. Fred comes in with this huge cowboy hat and nearly. What is it? You started.
Hey, I'm a wimp. All right, I'm the wimp of the group. I'm chicken shit.
Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Don't say shit. Don't say shit.
Oh, sorry. Let me try it again.
Go back.
I'm a chicken. I'm not getting on a horse. Are you kidding me? And John shows up on. Do not exaggerate. He's on 2 horses. He's got one on his right side, and no joke. And Tim can back me up on this.
Yeah.
I head right to the bathroom. And I go, hey.
Meanwhile,
I gotta take a break.
Hold on. Meanwhile, it's 7 a.m. Right? It's 7 a.m. and the call time's 7 a.m. Right? So we're supposed to start shooting. I'm waking up at home. The alarm clock's going. I go, uh-oh, I just slept in. I've got an hour to get to set. So everyone's calling me, where the hell are you? And it was hilarious.
And Kreisel, I mean, this guy is a genius.
Yes,
Genius comedy. He turns shit. I'm sorry. He turns stuff upside down.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. It was always my dream to work with these guys, and we had fun every second of the day. And I used to go home laughing. I'd drive home, I'd laughing hysterically, tears running down my eyes, because they're funny guys. It's so annoying.
Come on. Let's do this one.
Okay.
We'll do a combo.
Yeah, okay.
Who's doing that laugh?
What's that?
Well, that
the
was
guys are in the
Gibson.
back.
This is Nick Cage. This is Pee Wee. This is Eddie Murphy.
Or we can do this. One last idea, then we'll let you go. But we could watch those shows the week before and cop stories from that week that other people have told.
Oh, you mean like on other shows?
Yeah. Like, let's say Taylor Swift does, James Corden. We just take whatever she was talking about and make it our own.
Make it our own.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
What if you have a really dark story, like one of the crew members drowned or something? And it's kind of your fault, and you're like laughing about it.
Right. I've told this so many times, but the best talk show appearance I've ever seen was Albert Brooks on Letterman. Pretty recent, whenever towards the end of Letterman on CBS. But Albert Brooks comes out and says, "I totally forgot to I don't have anything going on, so when I did my pre-interview, I made up this story. I totally made this thing up, total fiction. So I just want you to know that." And then so Letterman has to be like, "Okay," like that's a little strange to announce that at the top, but and then Letterman's looking at his card and he goes, "Okay, so Albert, it says here you recently bought a gun," and then Albert has this long, insane story about buying a gun at Walmart and accidentally shooting it. But it's just so, he sets it up as a made-up story from the beginning. It's really funny.
It's so good. That's the way to go.
You got to have fun with it. If you watch those shows, it's like you've got to do something to grab people's attention and enjoy the medium of television a little bit. Just sit there like a log.
I know. You got to sort of take advantage of that time and try not to be boring,
I was telling you yesterday, Fred, that you were like, you texted me and said, "Have you ever listened to that song Crackerbox Palace by George Harrison?" Yeah. And I put it on my iTunes, and now whenever, do you have the opening of that song, Vic? Could you get it real quick? Mm-hmm. Whenever I go into my car, I turn my car on, and this plays every time I start my car. Sorry, I didn't set you up with this. Every day. I'm taking my kid to school. Like, I'm already stressed, and I'm like, I got to get my son to preschool, and I'm rushing, and I get in my car, and okay. But you like that song.
I do. It's kind of like, it feels like, I'm like, it feels like unlike any of their other music. It's like very British. I don't know. I just really like that song.
Yeah, I do too, but I don't need to hear it every morning. Got to fix that.
It could be worse, Tim.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
All right. I'll see what happens to me psychologically if I listen to that song every morning at 8 o'clock for a month.
What if it was this song every time you got in there?
What is it, Doug? What is this?
Easy Lover by Phil Collins and Philip Bailey.
Oh, I'd be into that.
But like every time.
All right. Thank you, Fred. Congratulations. We'll get you some kind of gift basket or some kind of statuette shortly in the near future.
No, I want to talk.
Let's keep him in here.
Please.
What's your day looking like? Do you want to give us a preview of how you spend your a normal Thursday? Any meetings?
Well,
anything to plug?
I kind of, Moonbase 8, I'll plug that. But I just tend to I've got like a sort of farm garden. It's, I don't know, 20 acres maybe?
No. 20 acres? In Los Angeles?
Yeah. But it's dumb stuff. It's raisins mostly, and it's just
raisins.
It's not raisins. It's not. Did you just make yourself laugh with raisins?
Well, maybe maybe his grapes aren't doing good, and
Yeah, that's because he doesn't pick his grapes. He lets them go to seed. Lets them go to raisin.
Last year's grapes.
Yeah, how come we don't use that expression? That shit's gone to raisin.
I know.
All right, buddy.
All right. You look great. Congratulations. And hopefully I'll see you soon.
Let me ask you one question, though. You're wearing the Apple Bud, the pros or the regulars?
Which ones? What do you mean?
Your earbuds. Are you wearing the pros?
Yeah.
Do you find that you can't hear your own voice as well then?
Tim, hold.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes I stop.
They're a little weird sometimes.
Yeah, and they get a little muffled.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
But I only
Fred.
use them for stuff like this.
Yeah, I know, but I want you to be confident and being able to hear your own voice. I think that's that's a big part of being a comedian.
Yeah, but instead of talking about something that there's a problem with.
All right, thank you, Fred.
Take it apart and solve the problem.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. We have some technical difficulties
When you go complain at a restaurant, why don't you go home and try to make the dish yourself?
You're right. No, I should stay. You're right. I should stay positive. I apologize.
It's all right. It's just like there's a laziness to it that is you only corner yourself, Tim.
No, I hear you.
That's what happens. You corner yourself.
I should have ended the interview. I shouldn't have talked about the headphones. Nobody cares, and I feel bad. So I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
I hope this doesn't spoil anything between us.
No, nothing ever spoils anything between us.
You're right.
All right.
Well, I'm going to test that over the next few months, and we'll see if that's true. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Tim.
Congrats, Fred.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
I got one thing to say about those headphones, though.
Go ahead.
Do you know that it has noise reduction, and you could toggle that on and off? That you just
I did notice that.
You toggle it off, then you can hear yourself fine.
I got to try that. Fred, thank you. Goodbye. All right, here it is, folks. The time has come let's bring in a caller to experience this together.
That was Steven Seagal we were just talking to?
No, sir. That was Fred Armisen. He used to be on Saturday Night Live, Portland.
Oh, I got lost in my thoughts.
All right,
sorry.
Abraham, you're going to help us out. Show us your picture, too.
Did you ever host Saturday Night Live, Mr. Pacino?
I never did. I never was asked by the indomitable Lorne Michaels. Never asked me.
Wow. That would be
what
interesting.
a problem.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see you on Saturday Night Live. I'd love to see that.
I would have loved to have played... give me a character. I'd love to play the Gumby guy that Eddie Murphy did. That would have been good. Or the cheerleader that Will Ferrell played.
Do you like Bill Hader's impression of you?
I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Who does a good impression?
Kevin Spacey?
I love Kevin Spacey. I used to love hanging out with him.
What about this?
Do you still hang out with Spacey?
From time to time.
Have you ever been to Jeffrey Epstein's island?
No. What's wrong with you?
No, because Kevin Spacey's been on that plane. The
This is all. If I was there, this is all I'd say. Great ass! Great ass!
I kept my underwear on.
There it is. Like clockwork, ladies and gentlemen. The best episode. We are here. The best episode. Did we miss any, Matt?
Oh, we got to do best drop.
I got it right here.
These are the two biggies. Best drop.
We'll start with best drop, and then we'll end on best episode. Isn't that something?
Can I get a little timpani, please?
No.
All right, best drop.
Snare is what we got.
Kasem, the guy who says the music. Neanderthal, 1, 2, 3. And thank you, Tim. Those are the nominees.
All right.
And the winner is, ready for it? Kasem. Oh my God.
Kasem.
What a good guy. Saw him at Dan Tanner's one time.
It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio.
It's me, Casey.
He's down on the phone.
2, 3.
Guy had a temper.
In honor of Casey's big win, why don't we get some Lotto numbers for our audience?
You got all that?
Casey, if you're up for it, we'd love to give our listeners the upper hand when it comes to playing the lottery.
Sure.
Let's do this. I will ask you for a number, and you'll give a number. This will be our Lotto pick.
You know, they do this to me all the time.
Well, we've only done it a few times. Let's try.
Yeah.
What's our first number? Casey Kasem.
I'm ready. Now, on with the countdown.
Here, what's the first number, Casey, for the big Lotto pick?
Casey Kasem.
What's the number, Phil? Casey?
10.
10! That's an unusual Lotto number. Is that a 1 and a 0 then?
10.
Yeah. So 1, 0. And what's our next
10.
number? 10. Is it? Next number, Casey?
6.
6. So our Lotto numbers, our 3 Lotto numbers this week are 106. Good luck to everybody. That's apparently, they're telling me that is a lock.
Good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
the time
Casey
has come.
Kasem.
If you want to
Hi,
hear...
it's me, Casey. It's me, Casey.
This may seem to be a strange request. Recently, there was a death in our family.
1, 2, 3.
1,
2, 3.
If you want to stick
1,
around to the after
2,
hours,
3.
we will be talking with Marnie
1,
about Steven
2,
Seagal
3.
taking
Did we
all
get
your
through-
Zooms.
Sorry, Tim. Did we get through all the
There's another award.
And this is the final award. What I'm doing is
Okay.
I'm setting up the next hour or so
Gotcha.
of our lives here for the audience. Go to patreon.com/officehours live to join the after hours experience. Here it is, folks. The best episode since 100. The best episode of Office Hours since 100. That includes the 8-hour marathon and so much more.
You got to read the nominees.
I am reading. Believe me, I am the master of my domain. I'm very much in control about what's happening, Matt. Best episode, we have WOHL. Speaking of which, because we've surpassed the 3,000 patrons, we are doing WOHL not next week, because folks, next week we are off. We're taking a week off so we can prepare for WOHL, which will be the next week.
Bye-bye.
Next Thursday, what is that, the 17th?
Yes.
17th of September, WOHL 3-hour marathon. So we have WOHL, the original WOHL, which really just changed the game. It really created almost a new genre of entertainment. Happy to be a part of that. Vic Berger's Birthday Bash. Birthday Bash, sorry.
Vic?
And then episode 100, Office Hours Marathon, the 8-hour experience. What a wild time that was. A lot of great memories. Here it is, folks. The best episode. Thanks for watching the Offies. We'll be in After Hours. We'll have our WOHL in 2 weeks. Continue to support the show. We love it very much how you engage. You send us art. Thanks to the Drop Concert Boys. Thanks to Vic, Matt, Wes, Al Pacino. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
You're going to stick around and be a part of the After Hours experience?
Absolutely. I don't
Terrific.
got nowhere to go.
And with that, the winner is the WOHL Morning Madness, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Doug. Congratulations, Matt. Congratulations, Vic. Congratulations, Tim Heidecker. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We had a lot of fun. We'll see you over there in the After Hours hang. Be back shortly with that. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tim Heidecker. I've been your host. Al Pacino, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
And we shall see you next time.
I like having fun.
Woo!
The shovel needs to shovel some shit.
I write just for you, but others hearing this may find things they would argue.
Bye-bye.
Can't wait. I do not sing what I believe. I only give them facts. If they believe quite otherwise, it still will have impact.
Cans of soup. Cans of soup. Soup. This is soup for my family. This is soup for my family. This is just soup for my family. Bags of soup, big bags of soup.
Give us the blood. Give us the blood. You know, a little squirt. You know,
For truth is truth and it's written. Decide to live with lies. That's their concern, not mine, my friend. They're free to fantasize.
This is like a low-key flex.
Anyway. Cut. I kicked everybody's ass.
Dad. Come on, man. Dad. Come on, man. Dad. Come on, man. Dad.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.